And the grand prize winner,
The Hypno
Shilly.
All glory to the Hypno
Shilly.
You best start believing in shitcoins, Miss Turner. You're in one.
If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it.
Shilly.
You best start believing in shitcoins, Miss Turner. You're in one.
If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it.
Good afternoon, morning, evening, or whatever time zone you're in. But hello, I hope everyone's here. Live from Shilly Vision Studios. We're over here with some good guests today. We've got the EarnPay team in here. That includes Shorty and Vic. They both showed up to talk to us today. I know my team's excited. We've been looking forward to this. These guys actually got in touch with us like over a month ago, and we've really been looking forward to them coming up with the big news that they've got, that's going live today as well as being revealed today. So we're excited about a few things. This was strategically timed. These guys waited until now to do an AMA. So that there we go. I think my mouth's moving now. Sorry. So these guys did come over here, and we're very thankful for them. If you have any issues with any technical difficulties here from the Shitcoin Factory, make sure that you let us know. Make sure if you can't hear. If you can't, if there's any other things, we do encourage you to watch on Twitch TV /Shilly Wonka. So, all right. So, as I mentioned, I kind of gave a little quick breakdown of what we've got going there. I'm personally invested in EarnPay. Like I said, I'm glad to have both guys here today. We have not spoken to these guys. We kind of held it off for the AMA as well because we like the excitement of having them here. They've both also said they're kind of new to Discord. I'm a member of the EarnPay Discord, so I see you guys are still kind of setting it up as well. We love having mutual Discord community friends with everyone. So anyways, let's get down into it. What is EarnPay? First off, let's start a little bit about how the team form. Like, can you guys tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. I'll go ahead and start it off. So I'm Vic, and I'm one of the co-founders. Shorty is the other co-founder. We actually know each other in real life. We met back in college, and we met through doing entertainment stuff. We were like shooting short films, funny sketches, stuff like that. And just over the years, we just kept in touch. I was in Shorty's wedding. Shorty was in my wedding. We're that close. And then time went on. Crypto came into the scene. We were both pretty excited about it. Shorty got me into it. Like everyone else, I was pretty skeptical about it, but he kind of explained the whole back end side of things and how it can move the future. And I got pretty excited by it. So we started joining different communities, and we joined different tokens, and it was a pretty exciting time to kind of chat about the different projects that were going on. And we always kind of fantasize about, what if we had our own token or our own community, what would we do? And then one day, Shorty was like, "Hey, I think I know how to do this. Actually, I know how to do Solidity. I've known how to do JavaScript, since middle school, and this isn't too much different." So he just kind of buckled down, learned Solidity pretty quickly because it transferred over from a lot of the stuff he already knew. And yeah, and then I just jumped on board and used all my background in consumer tech startup, entertainment, video editing, graphic design, all that stuff. And yeah, we just kind of put everything together, put the DApp together, put the token together, put the community together, just kind of formed that way.
Great. So yeah, that's pretty cool then. So it's always nice, like um, Charlie Bucket and I are actually childhood friends. So it's always nice to know that somebody on your team, that you guys at least somebody there that you can go put your hand on their shoulder if they're working on your team if you had to. And it's kind of that issue if it came down to it. That's great to know that you guys know each other in real life and started off from that and everything as well. So just making sure, Shorty, are you there as well?
I am. Sorry, I'm just on mute. Vic does a lot of the speaking for us. I seem to go off on tangents at times. So.
All right, no problem there. Okay, awesome. Well, then tell us about EarnPay. Tell us, since we know a bit of your background and all, tell us, go ahead and tell us. I see about the DApp. You want to go into details a little bit about your DApp?
Sure, yeah. I'll go ahead and just kind of start it off, and Shorty can add in anything extra there. But basically, EarnPay is a payment rewards token, and we started it this way because we wanted to kind of encourage people to actually start using crypto. We saw that a lot of the communities, it's all about kind of just buying and holding, and which is great. That's a great kind of thing to kind of just get people started doing reflections. But we really wanted to make things more engaging. And what Shorty and I kind of decided was that we wanted to do this through the DApp and really make sure that we made a DApp that was very engaging. So we created these different ways to reward people, to kind of encourage them to use the DApp. So these reward pools that you see in the DApp are part of the idea behind making it more engaging, more rewarding. And yeah, Shorty's actually working on an update right now to add passive income, the staking part of EarnPay, and we're kind of adding our own unique take on this. We're making it gamified staking. And Shorty, you can go into more detail about what that kind of is about.
Yeah, sure. So, whenever we approached designing EarnPay, as Vic was saying, we were strategically trying to decide, where the best way was to reward users. And so we took the opportunity to do that wherever possible. And so, staking was something that came up that originally we didn't have plans for. But we saw it as an opportunity to expand on the future of where we plan on taking EarnPay, and we decided to approach the staking platform in the same way that we approach the token. It's like, how do we maximize rewarding people, and how do we make staking engaging? And so, for those that really love crypto and just want to use their crypto and engage with their crypto, that's definitely the focus of EarnPay, and are making sure people earn, with paying, and so not just paying but transactions. So
makes a lot of sense. I like it. It's a gamified staking, right? Is that what I heard?
That's right. There'll definitely be an opportunity to gain extra rewards when you stake, and then extra rewards once you're already staked, and so. That's really been the focus of. We're hoping to have them out a little earlier in the week. We saw some optimization opportunities, and we felt that they would benefit the DApp and the contract themselves in the long term, and so we made the decision to put that to emphasize on that optimization now, and rather to deploy and then have it and then doing it later. So, user experience is really important for us, and so that's one thing that we want to make sure that when we push out updates that we carry the same type of experience all throughout. So.
Yeah, just adding on to that, that was one of the things that we really were excited about was the optimization of the staking. One of the things that Shorty brought up was that we could do essentially you could stake 3 different pools at the same time for just one gas fee cost. So it's like basically whenever you're traditionally doing staking, you have to kind of enter the stake, and then it charges you a gas fee to enter that to that pool. And then if you wanted to stake into, let's just say 3 different pools, it would be like $2 or $3 for each one. The way that we're going to do it is, yes, you can do it that traditional route, but also we're going to have something called rocket staking, where it's like one section where you can just kind of like essentially just like slide how much you want in each pool. You can quickly just stake with one button, boom, like one transaction fee of like $2 to $3, and you're going to be automatically staked into all 3 pools, however you wanted to divide it up. And that's something that was pretty exciting, and that's one of the reasons why we delayed a little bit longer, was to optimize this for gas fees, because we know that for smaller bags, it's a big deal whenever you're staking and unstaking, that it could actually make you want to stay away from staking altogether if it doesn't make sense for your bag to come in and have to pay essentially $9-15 overall to stake in multiple pools. This way, it kind of makes sense a little bit for smaller bags.
Yeah, that's great. Actually, that's actually a huge thing, because I know a lot of times, even just if it seems like the fees are a one-time thing, and you're like, oh, you break it down, to be able to split it across in a smaller bag like that, to be able to split it across multiple ones on one gas fee, spread your wealth a little bit. I like that a lot.
Yeah, and it's just the beginning. I mean, all of this, it's still V1 contract. There's so much that we've learned from this experience in launching, and we were the first ones to kind of bring this up to everybody. I mean, I remember when we first launched back in September, when we were first launching our Telegram and our Discord. We were thinking about potentially doing a pre-sale, way earlier than what we expected, and some of the early community members were like, do you guys even know what you're doing? And I was like, no, we don't. This is our first token. Please let us know, like, what do you guys want to see? And I think that was kind of like the foundation that was built on. Just everyone was kind of shocked that, one, we were very transparent that, hey, like, we're figuring this out, and we want you to be a part of helping us figure this out. And along the way, we are bringing a lot of knowledge that we know from the traditional sector. Like I said before, I'd been in multiple years CEO of a consumer startup, tech startup, and Shorty's had years and years and years of experience at his job doing dev work and security work. So we're trying to bring this into the crypto sphere, and just learning from the communities and seeing what they want to see, and making sure that they feel comfortable. It's almost like everyone's creating their own token, right?
That's always that's a great thing, as well as building your community, building your token with your community, and learning and adapting from there. And I always like to see projects that do understand and educate their community of that because that's the firm belief of me, is that your community, without any community, your token's not going to make it. So to allow them to allow the community input to further build it is always a positive on my side. So I like hearing that.
Yeah, you'll often hear our community say that we're a token designed by holders for holders. So that's something that we want to make sure we carry throughout. And so
I was going to pipe up and ask what other projects you'd worked on, but this is your first coin. What is your kind of crypto background prior to deciding to up and launch a coin?
Yeah, like we said before, for myself, it was honestly just being a part of other communities. First, guess, big community I was a part of was the Safe Moon community. Like a lot of folks, that got into the BSC space, and then expanding out and looking at other reflection tokens, meme tokens, and just kind of like seeing how the devs and the community managers kind of led things, and it was kind of interesting to see that. And there was a lot of parallels that I noticed in the whenever projects were coming up, a lot of parallels in the consumer tech startup space. So coming from the consumer startup space, I learned a lot being in that space for almost 4 or 5 years, and that space I thought moved fast, and crypto moves insanely fast. Like I can't even imagine that we've only been out for 1 month. But yeah, it's amazing how much you're learning, how much things change. So it's just luckily myself and Shorty have a learner's mentality where we're constantly, if we're not working on something, we're learning, and that's something that's helped us out a lot. And we're also very open with getting feedback. So
And so a lot of the programming languages, they share similar syntax, a lot of similar concepts and ideas. It's a continuous learning experience, right? I think there's no dev team or team that has started really and just known everything with So part of this whole experience obviously is the learning, but when you're actively learning and applying that information to your project, it helps build on top of what you're already releasing. And so really my background in dev work really just helped me transition into this project a little smoother, and sort of allowed me to get past that initial learning curve that a lot of people have whenever they're first trying to learn. So there's a lot of familiar concepts, that spread throughout. And so now we're focused on bringing in and expanding the team. We just got another
The shift manager
another
tweeted
dev
as
that I
well,
personally
but
know as well. We also went to the same school.
Okay,
Vic
I
and
think
that dev
that's
didn't never cross
great.
paths.
Yeah,
We were all from the same type of social bubbles, and so that's a great benefit that we have here, is that we were able to work closely within the team, and then really that's it.
yeah, and it's really cool how we kind of just gel together that way, because I know that's something that some folks mentioned. They were like, wow, so it's like Shorty does all the dev work, coding, and then I bring in my experience from marketing, graphic design, user experience, which is something that's key and it's missing a lot in crypto. It's just like making sure that everything is understandable, human readable, to just the everyday person.
Yeah, hey, Madam Blueberry here. That's awesome. You guys do make a really good team, you two, as leaders of the project. That's really cool to see, because that can be what makes or breaks a project. So as investors, as our community, a lot of our community are investors in your project, and so that's just been, I think, great to hear. That's something we haven't heard from you before. I want to ask a question that actually came in from Twitch. It is, how secure and reliable is your project security-wise?
Shorty, do you want to take that one?
Yeah. So as far as our contract security, I mean, it is published on BSC scan. Everyone can look at what functions at the function permissions and who's allowed to run what functions. And we made sure to do a lot of due diligence as far as what scammers are doing and what approaches they're taking whenever they're trying to identify these backdoors or alternative ways to attack other tokens. And so some of that knowledge and research is really what went into this. We tested it rigorously during testnet, and so we're pretty comfortable with with the security side of being able to alter anything that you're not allowed to. So.
Okay, that is great to hear because that's one of my number one concerns when investing in a project. So thank you. Yeah, that's awesome. I did just want to get the golden ticket's attention just real quick. We do have some people in the chat saying there's some background audio that's playing or an audio loop or something. And so I just wanted to get your attention real quick. Golden Ticket's our producer. He's awesome. He's doing awesome. He did this whole setup. So but just wanted to get his attention. So anyway, we're working on that in the background, getting that fixed. And I'm just going to ask you guys another question. So let's see here. There's a lot of questions coming from the community, which is awesome. Yeah. So question. Let me see. Gloop, do you see one here that stands out? There's like 20
rapid
questions
fire
here.
too.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we can do like a little popcorn session.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. So here's one from asymptomatic omelet. What a username. All right. What is your vision for the future of EarnPay as well as its accessibility?
Sure. Yeah. So the future that we see, we spoke about this earlier separately, like in a private chat, myself and Shorty. We were looking at ways to not only expand to different networks, so to going into the Ethereum, Harmony network, just essentially because we do plan on being the token that people use for payment rewards. Like we said, we really want people to start using crypto to pay friends. So part of that big vision is starting with smaller steps. This small step of having the dApp and having like little proofs of concepts, like having like, oh, you can send it to, if you don't have a friend that you can send crypto to, send it to a black hole. So the next step after that is going to be, we're launching an iOS wallet. And in the very beginning, it's going to be very simple. I know the developer personally, the iOS developer. So then that way people can start actually like paying friends, getting returns on it, and then also to expanding that out to merchants. So very, very big plans, but also tiny baby steps to get there, right?
Yes, very ambitious, which is it's what we all like to see. It's better than, a lot of the tokens in the crypto space have no vision. So it's very refreshing. Yeah, very good. What about you, Gloop? You got another one?
Yeah. So I mean, you guys kind of touched on the next the iOS, and a lot of people were asking about a V2 contract. But one question I like was by Rake, and he was asking, will there be any new utilities launched?
Sure. So utilities so I know for us we are dual utility. So we have the payment rewards and the passive income. Is there something specific? Like, is there like a product that he's looking for then, or?
No,
I'm not
that's
sure.
the general question.
Oh, it's just a general question. Okay.
There's plans to expand right on our what we currently offer, right, and expanding on those ideas. One of those is, right now we have the reflections that are paid out in Affinity, and that's one of our partners, and we'll go into our strategy as far as why we want to make sure that we have a lot of partners and why we want to provide exposure both ways. And actually, to put it how Vic once said, is if you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go together. And so that's really one of the things that encompasses our the direction and approach that we're trying to do this. And so when you build things together, you get there faster. One of the, we teamed up with Affinity to make them one of our partners. They're doing something similar, right? They're doing payment system, but
I do have a question here that I see being asked in the chat quite often back here. One is from Wu-Tang Dan. He's asking. He said, "So you want it to be a Venmo style service, and wouldn't the fees price it out of being a competitor of that?" He's asking if you would, is that what you're going for, the Venmo style? So how would the fees be?
Yeah, not necessarily Venmo style. So basically, the way that we see it is that right now it's so early on in crypto that we don't really think that people are going to be going, paying their friends right now. and it's actually something that adapts with our partner Affinity. They're focusing on more so the Venmo style, where it's like you have a username, you send it to a friend in the username. Our end game is really to, if you're familiar with any of the cashback or like loyalty reward programs, like if you go to Starbucks and you see counters, right? Every single time you make a purchase, it says, okay, this person's wallet has bought X amount of times, so then you get certain kind of rewards back, right? So that's going to be essentially our end game. It was with merchants. So whenever we go towards merchants, they're going to eventually, by the time that we get there, they'll have implemented crypto. They'll be more familiar with it. And a lot of the DApp that we have right now, or if people are familiar with like the buy boost, there's a multiplier with it. Every single time you buy a certain amount of EarnPay, it kind of keeps track and it says, hey, like, you have a 2x buy boost, which can reward you. It gives you a better chance of getting rewarded for these pools. So if you take that concept, that's actually what we're looking at in the future for loyalty rewards. And this way, it's still decentralized. It doesn't attach a person to it. It's just your wallet that you're using. So, same thing that when you go to what's it called, to like a grocery store, you have to type in your phone number or something, and then separately you pay with your card. Imagine if those are combined, right? So this is something that we're looking at for the future.
That's super
And
cool. I've
and
never
just
heard
to,
of that.
just to expand on that, so part of that partnership and working with the Affinity team is to also use the technology that they're making and building, and to make a joint effort to bring the space forward and support one another. And so our plan is to work closely with them, to ensure that we can standardize what we can, just to benefit not just our community, but all the communities and projects that we team up with. And so
we'll definitely adapt. I mean, like, that's something that we know for sure right now. The way that the tax structure is broken down, all that stuff, it's like everything will need to be moved around and changed to make sure that it makes sense for the merchant, it makes sense for the consumer. So it's not something that the current tax price of what you see right now. We know that it's not sustainable for mass market and for merchants to actually like put this out there and be like, hey, get a token that's going to charge you 10% or whatever. But we do think that there's going to be innovative ways in the future to kind of make it easier to make payments. So that's where we're going to be looking for, is how can we get into this DeFi space.
It's been asked a couple more times. I see here Chen's for you is asking, what is the crypto black hole and its benefits? And I know we mentioned a little bit on that, but I guess can you elaborate that? I see a few people are asking about the crypto black hole.
Oh yeah, for sure. So the crypto black hole was essentially added on to our DApp to mimic a friend, and that's basically, like I mentioned earlier, whenever you pay a friend, you're essentially getting instant crypto back. Also, too, since we have separate pools, there's another pool that pays out more, but it's a chance-based pool. So let's just say you pay a friend $1 million EarnPay for, you pay him back for something. By paying him $1 million EarnPay, you instantly get crypto back from one pool, the space does, and there's no chance involved there. And then separately, there's a mega pay, which builds up and has a small chance of paying out. But if you do get it, it's like it'll be a lot more, right? So you might end up getting, $50, $100, whatever, back for paying your friend for a coffee. So basically, what the black holes do is it mimics the friend. And because we know, like, it's still early on, we can't, force you guys to pay friends right now with crypto. Your friend may not want to get paid with crypto. So we still want to make this engaging for people. So we created these black holes. Hey, instead of paying a friend if you don't have one, send it to the black hole. It burns the token, and it also triggers the rewards. And people have been going crazy for that. They've been burning it like crazy.
Yeah, and just to add to that, we just don't do an artificial burn as well to the black hole. There's a lot of tokens approach the burn rate by sending to a dead wallet, and so this black hole mechanism actually removes the EarnPay completely from supply. So it's always a lot of our holders have been excited to see that supply count just uh, lower on its own, organically, and all it's all our holders basically creating that burn. And so with an organic burn, we have a little we believe that we'll have a better liquidity ratio long term. And so
I'm a believer in that as well. We don't send to a dead wallet either. I don't like when any I really don't like any tokens that do just straight up send completely to a dead wallet, because it's, I feel like they should have started with the right supply to begin with. But different feelings on that. But either way, I definitely believe and back that for you as well. I like that. So you're basically constantly creating volume, helping those guys out a little bit as well, with the token in the background to as the basis of a friend.
So with I'm just looking at your website now. I'm actually on the DApp, or the DApp. I still don't know how to pronounce that. But it's basically your community is able to have a big move, able to contribute a lot to, like you said, the liquidity pool, and the burn, not just by buying your token, but sending and burning EarnPay. That's correct, right?
exactly. And so one of the exciting things is that even when we have low volume, our burn rate doesn't really slow down. And just because we have those incentives already built in, once you're in the EarnPay ecosystem, and you see some of these price pools, we're trying to generate a lot of inner ecosystem volume as well. And so that's one thing you'll see with the DApp. And so our strategy is, not just try to depend on volume that comes in from buys and sells, but how to emphasize that volume within the platform for those that want to engage and those that want to just hold, and benefit from those that are engaging. And so that's really the whole idea there.
Okay, yeah, that's really, I mean, I haven't seen that anywhere else. It sure looks very unique to me. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm just gonna stop right there. I'm gonna announce a giveaway that we have. I know the AMA chat is already in on the giveaway. But Golden Ticket, if you could put up that graphic. What you are going to do, everyone here who has a Twitter account, and if you don't, go ahead and make one. Tweet out what part of the roadmap you are most excited about for EarnPay, and use the hashtags EarnPay AMA, EarnPay Win, BSC Gem. You'll see all the details on the screen right now, and you'll have a chance to win $50 in Shilly Bar. We're giving away some Shilly Bar, so we're doing three $50 giveaways in Shilly Bar, and winners will be announced at the end of the AMA. So you've got about 20 minutes. So go ahead, get your mobiles out, get those Twitter accounts going. Go ahead, tweet out what part of the roadmap you are most excited about for EarnPay. And hey, make sure to follow EarnPay and Shilly Wonka on Twitter. Make sure to tag them in your tweet. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing those. I'm looking forward to some of you guys winning some money. Also, we have another one going. We have you can win a 30-day VIP golden ticket pass to the Shitcoin Factory. That is a premium VIP subscription for 30 days to our Discord. All you have to do is go to our YouTube channel. You can search Shilly Wonka's Poocoin Factory and subscribe. And post your screenshots as proof in the AMA chat. You'll see actually further instructions in the AMA chat about this as well. And that winner is going to be announced too. So, all right, coming back to I'm on your DApp or DApp right now. How do you guys say it? I want to know I'm saying it right.
You say it differently. I say
DApp.
DApp. Yeah, Shorty says DApp and I say DApp.
Okay, just make a decision. We just have to make a decision and stick with it, and right. So okay. Well, DApp, I'll just stick with DApp. So I see here you can start your own burn party. What is that all about?
That's
I see
actually
the crypto wormhole.
Yeah, that was Shorty's creation there. He was like, you know, it would be funny if there was like a kind of like a reverse rug pool where you actually add earn pay to like us as developers, we add earn pay to the rewards, the pot, you know, the mega pay pot that everyone's trying to win. And we thought it was pretty fun. And then separately, one of our community members suggested it. It's like, hey, it'd be kind of cool if community members could actually add to the pot, you know, just to make it fun. And we thought that that was kind of interesting that everyone was kind of aligned on that. So it's like, all right, we have to build that out. So that's what the wormhole is basically an ability for people to kind of get together and throw earn pay into the pot and then just get things burning. And it seems to happen every Monday. So every Monday there's a Mega Pay Monday that you know, two of our team members, Ryan and Earnin Fighting Squirrel, they lead every Monday, and they host the burn party, and they throw some earn pay into the Mega Pay pools and all the other pools, and people get pumped and they start burning tokens like crazy.
There's
Oh
also
man.
prizes for people that send to the wormhole as well. You know, there'll be announcements. You know, the 10th person or the 15th person to send to the wormhole, you know, will win this much earn pay. And so,
Yeah, it's super
Yeah.
cool. I love the community involvement. That's awesome. We're all about community in the Shitcoin Factory, so we love seeing other people doing that too. But I do want to ask, what kind of prizes are you guys giving out in these pools?
Yeah, those pools are all earn pay based, so it's whatever the whatever earn pay gets put in there. So I would say roughly Space Dust pools. That's the instant crypto back. So those typically anywhere between like, you know, 10 to 20 cents, but it sometimes it'll go up to like, you know, $15, $20. And the buy boost pools, that one kind of gets up to, you know, pretty high up there. It can get up there to like, you know, 50, 60, sometimes $100. And then with the mega pay, we've seen it go as high as like 300 for that. And the way that those get filled up is basically whenever someone buys big or sells big, or even just like the little buys and sells, they start adding up, and they all get put in there. So it's interesting to see whenever someone like does a big sell, immediately people go to the DApp and then they start, you know, trying to earn some of that, some of the earn pay that got put into the pools.
Oh yeah, no, it's just super. You make it real fun. Like it's super cool. So yeah. Well, back to you, Shilly. I'm done with grilling them on that stuff for now.
Okay, yeah. No, I was just making sure that everybody was up to date on everything that's going on and that everything was going. I was just sitting back listening to you guys cover it. We do have a lot of community questions. I always like to make sure that we cover those. I don't want anybody to feel like that we have ignored any direct community questions. I've just let them get pinned up in the background. I think a few of them have actually been answered naturally, so that's kind of a good thing. But there's been a few great questions back here in the background. I don't want to leave any of these guys out. So if you know, if you want to, we'll take a couple more of these. Kind of scroll through here. I don't know if you guys can see the pinned messages in the Earned AMA channel, but all of these are the ones that have been selected that we're going through. So we're not going to go through all of them. There's obviously a lot of them, but I did want to touch on a few of them here.
Sure.
You guys are all right with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I see Kim Sanity. She asked earlier that she said most of investors just focus on the price of the token in a short term instead of the actual real value of the project. She wants, can you tell us the motivation and benefits for investors to the EarnPay token long term?
Sure. So, I mean, I think we covered a little bit of this earlier, but we're focused on not only just bringing payment rewards and passive income. We really want to make essentially a space that is inclusive of different DeFi projects and utility projects, but also to just education wise. One of my things that I love doing is educating. I actually teach workshops for high school kids, and that's something that I feel, you know, people have told me as a gift is kind of teaching, and I want to go into doing that with crypto. And one of the things that we feel good about, I guess, is that folks come to us and then they'll ask us questions, and then they'll feel like we can simplify things down. And even though we're pretty early on, one of the things we want to do long term is definitely continue helping not only to educate new crypto users, but also to make it engaging and fun the same way that we're making the app engaging and fun. So if you want to think of it this way, it's play to earn, right? But there's so many different ways to earn and win. So there's when you pay a friend, you're earning and winning. When you are buying EarnPay, there's a chance to win. When you're burning EarnPay, there's a chance to earn and win. And we want to expand that also to education too. So it's like when you're learning about crypto, you're earning and winning. And whenever you invest into a project, right, with team members, you want to make sure that not only are they putting out utility, but they're also doing some good in the space and also helping move the space forward. So if there's like investors out there that are like, what makes you guys different? Is that, I mean, at the end of the day, we want to make sure that crypto and DeFi moves forward, and everything that we get in return, like whether it be community involvement or whether it be financial, it's all going towards helping move the space forward in tutorials and education and eventually in social good. We want to make a donation thing where it's like donate to earn and win, right? So it's like every single step of the way, we want to make sure that we're touching different sectors and making sure that people feel more involved, and it's not so I guess competition wise, like us versus them. It's just more about like educating the public space about it.
All right. Great answer. Great answer. I think that sums up a lot of the questions that are being asked in the chat. And I guess that's a good synopsis for for those couple of questions that are surrounding that. I do see OP Influencer. He had one just to looking at it, and I want to make sure because his question was asked a little earlier as well. But he says it was just a little confusing, I guess. Do you get rewarded for sending money to friends, or can you earn just by holding?
Yes, you can earn just by holding. So you get rewarded for friends, you get rewarded for holding. That's something that's kind of cool right now. It's like there's 7 different ways to be rewarded. And yes, so basically when you pay friends, it's a 1% transaction fee, and you get instant crypto back from the Space Dust pool. So sometimes it's a few cents that covers gas. Sometimes it's a lot more and it covers more than that. And then separately, you have a chance at winning the big mega pay pool, which can be more than like $100, $200 sometimes. And then separately with so that's just the payment side of it. If you pay, if you hold, you get reflections from Affinity, and then we'll be launching the staking here soon. So then that way, if you just want to like, hey, I don't want to play the games, I don't want to burn, I don't want to pay friends, I just want to hold it. That's fine. You get the reflections, and then you also can stake and just get your rewards that way as well.
Perfect. Yeah, I actually did not completely elaborate, but I purchased into EarnPay myself before you guys had even contacted me. Somebody else had recommended it to me. I came by and checked it out. I was like, okay, this is interesting. It looked like there was a lot of work behind it before you guys, just launched something with no actual utility or no actual plan. That's what I search for, are projects that aren't shitcoins. Like we do, we call ourselves a shitcoin factory. We understand that they're all low cap coins. It's fun and playful, but at the same time, I look for safe and legit projects. That's what we promote. That's what we're about. I see that security has been a question that's brought up around as well. And security wise, when I personally invested, everything seemed to check out okay to me. And then you guys, I have no issues with anything. But as far as that goes, I have earned reflections from holding your token. And I have not done any of the staking or anything else. I've just held. I haven't sent it to anyone. I've just been a holder. So that, as far as getting the rewards, I can verify, yes, I as well have gotten rewards from you guys, and they work great.
Yeah, and then we're going to expand on those rewards too in version 2, and that's about 2 months. But we'll be doing passive staking. So essentially, you can it's basically a rebranded way of doing reflections. So reflections right now, you kind of just get reflections from one token. What we're going to be doing is essentially calling it passive staking, where you can select multiple tokens that you can get quote unquote reflections from. But really, it's going to be a way to like stake where you want to get these rewards from, and you can still use your token. And you can use your token by paying friends, or by using it in the dApp, or by staking again, doing the hard stake. So essentially, you could essentially be doing like double staking in different tokens at that point. So it should be pretty fun. And these are all beginning in V2. It's going to be automatic. Right now, we're pushing things out manually. So some folks are like, I don't see this, updating every second or every hour. It's because we're doing manual reflections until version 2.
Right. And can you elaborate on the data version 2? I know that was another question that was asked. Let's see, I'm going through and marking that question. On the roadmap of phase 2, you just said in about 2 months, right? Is that the estimate?
Yeah, there's a ticker on our website. If you go to earnpay.money, there's a sorry about that. Yeah, there's a ticker on our website that says 62 days.
Awesome.
No, I did see a question earlier regarding how we plan on transitioning everyone, or how we plan on upgrading. So we're obviously trying to do this in the most the smoothest way possible. That's least that gives the least inconvenience. We do have different strategies to how we're going to approach that. One of those just might be a full mapping of every token, and then just airdropping the new one and then transferring the liquidity. But whatever we do decide on, we are going to make sure that it facilitates the transition over. So,
yeah, good smooth transition. And of course, if anybody needs any updates by that, we're going to be sending everybody from the Discord over to make sure they're in your Telegram and your Discord as well later for any questions, any follow-up questions that we did not have a chance to get to. There are a few more, like I said, we'll take a couple more, but or maybe one more, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to see. Madam Blueberry, are you guys ready over there, or are you waiting on me, or?
Oh, I need another couple of minutes to
Okay.
do the giveaway. I'm pulling the names now for the giveaways. So yeah, you guys go ahead, ask a couple more questions. I see some more in the chat there.
All right, good. Then I don't see that. Let's answer one from Enigma Crunch here that says, how far into the roadmap do you expect to be a year from now?
Current roadmap, I mean, to be honest, we kind of want it to be done by a year from now. But that's really ambitious on our end. I think for sure done with phase 2, and we'll be looking at potentially expanding at that point, going into phase 3 and revealing maybe even phase 4 and 5 at that point. But yeah, right now the way that things are moving, especially with our new dev, things are moving a lot faster than we expected, which is good. But we just got to make sure that we're focused on quality, and we're focused on, like I said before, education. We've been moving so fast that we haven't really had a time to kind of go back to the dApp, clean things up with the UI, make it a lot easier to kind of just understand and read. So I think, and also too, the tutorials, right? It's like I have a video editing and marketing background with that, so it's like I really want to make sure that people are educated when using the dApp. So we've just been in go mode. So once we launch these staking platforms, I think it'll give us some time to kind of really buckle down and do some cool tutorials.
I'm also continuing to enhance the user experience on the app. That'll be the next core focus as well. This is the short-term updates on the D app and redesigns where needed to just facilitate everything and not make it feel so overwhelming. I know right now at the stage where the D app is, there's a lot of expanded windows, things that we need to collapse, and that's part of our strategy, but not our short-term focus right now. Trying to get to the main infrastructure in place, and then we're going to focus on making sure that user experience really drives and and makes it easier for everyone to understand what we're about and how to use what is available.
All right. Wu-Tang Dan here has a question that I want to see. It says, if V2 is a known need, why is the launch so far out? And why did you guys not want to make the upgrades sooner?
Question. Yeah, so V2 is actually the reason why we have that date set is because whenever we originally launched, we locked liquidity for 100 days. And this is pretty standard. Some tokens lock for a year, they lock forever. Since we were a utility token and we were looking to upgrade eventually, we said 100 days pretty good to build trust within the community. That we're not going to rug pull, and if there is something that we need to update, it gives us time to. It's a short enough time frame to not like wait forever. That's the reason for the waiting, is because we know it's a known need, but at the same time we locked the liquidity, so can't really do much there.
No, what we are doing though is a lot of the development on the contracts we're doing. We're going to make sure that they're we have V2 in mind with these, and so it should be we should be able to transition all of this fairly smoothly. But like Vic said, that locked liquidity is really the main reason. So
We have another question from OP Influencer. His question is, what are your marketing plans to help this become a more commonly used platform?
That's a good question. When marketing, I think that's one of the most common things that we've seen. I'll tell you one thing. We're learning on the fly, just like everybody else in the crypto marketing world. It's great that we have so many partners that we can bounce ideas off of, and ask them what works, what doesn't work. And I think that one of the main things really is making sure that we focus on like I said, it's like when people understand, like, the education side of it, when people understand what's going on, it's a lot easier for them to tell their friends about it. Because if they don't understand what it is, one, they're not going to use it. And two, they're not going to, if they don't use it, they're not going to be able to really feel connected to it. And if they don't feel connected to it, they're not going to tell their friends about it. So I think that's going to be one of the key aspects that we do, is we target for marketing is education first, and then going to expand out and doing like the banner ads and everything, where you see them like on CoinGecko, and we'll be doing some YouTube ads and connecting with influencers. But before we do that, we want to make sure that everyone understands what the product is, where we are now, and where we're going.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, did I cut someone off just there? Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say it's a little similar to like what we did over here. We didn't, when we launched our project, we didn't just go get a bunch of shills going and a bunch of influencers and overpaid for tweets and stuff like that. We're going for more organic, true community outreach. So yeah, I can't agree more with what you guys are doing.
Should.
Yeah. I was gonna say something similar to that too. That just seems to be the way to go, especially with so many new people coming into crypto. The education is where it's at. So I like those plans of yours. That sounds good to me. I do have the giveaway winners ready. Woohoo! Is everyone ready to do that? Shilly, you got anything else right now?
No, I don't have anything else right now. I will say that for anybody that had any technical issues or might have been confused from any other platforms of how to watch this, we do have a master YouTube file that we're going to be uploading a little bit later. We'll provide everybody with that, so they can go back if there was any issues that they had in the beginning. I see a lot of people were complaining about not being able to hear the stream. I really apologize about that. Unfortunately, technical issues happen whenever it's a live stream. I can guarantee you guys that as a team, we work very hard over here and do practices over and over and over. So any audio issues or anything that are going on right now, or anybody that had issues, just know that we have a master file that you can watch a little bit later. That's not a problem. And I do hope that you guys go back and watch everything that's been talked about here today. It sounds like a great project, and I've really enjoyed, learning about you guys, learning more about you guys and what you have to offer. Sounds like you do have a lot to offer in the future. And we do still have a couple community questions that I just want to make sure are completely handled. One more of those, and then I guess we will cut over, Blueberry, if you're ready. But I guess we'll ask this one more question, and we'll just try to sum it up if you can, as quick as we can. El Galaloco says, and I'm probably saying your name wrong, man. Sorry about that. But it says, I feel like the major question that hasn't been answered is how to convince people to use this daily if they don't hold. That's what they're still confused about. Or he is.
Yeah, I guess using daily as in like getting them to pay, I guess, or something. I think that might be more of a crypto thing. Right now, it's with friends. It's like getting people to actually like pay one another in crypto. We're not going to be able to get there on our own. Like I said before, like uniting with other projects and connecting with them, we can move that space forward and get people to start using it. As far as like the DApp is concerned, I mean, I'm not like it's something that we're looking at right now, is like figuring out different ways to make it engaging and visualizing data. The best thing I can tell you right now is if you're like, hey, how can you keep EarnPay top of mind? If that's what they meant by the question, is that we're looking at how to visualize data, and I think that right now in the financial space, there's you see apps and programs like Mint that kind of show you how your money's moving. And we think that something like this can be very beneficial, especially once we will launch our wallet and we expand on it, right? One of the key things that we're looking to do when we expand on that, and also in the DApp, is to visualize your data and your portfolio and how you're paying and how you're investing and how you're using your tokens, essentially. I think if we can cover that aspect of it, people will see EarnPay and they'll come back to EarnPay, not just for, hey, what's the EarnPay price, or hey, I want to burn tokens, but also too, because they want to see what's going on with their entire wallet and their portfolio, see how things are moving around. That's going to be super key for us. So I guess hopefully that answers their question, is like we are looking at data visualization, and we'll be covering that in our wallet and in our DApp.
Yeah. Nice. All right. I want to do a giveaway. I want to give away some money. So we got some really good tweets put out there. So well done, participants in the AMA. Good to see some people excited about EarnPay. So all right. Hey, Golden Ticket, video producer. Are you good if I spin now? Are we all ready?
1 second.
All right, no worries. I can actually, I'm gonna announce the VIP sub winner. And so we did a giveaway. One of the giveaways that we're holding during this AMA was if you subscribe to our YouTube channel and post proof, we were gonna pick one winner to win a 30-day VIP sub to the Shitcoin Factory. And the winner is... We got a drum roll, everyone in the chat. Some LFGs going. All right, Discord username Chins4RU. So go ahead, Chins4RU. We will. What I'll do, I'll get you to DM me. All right, you DM me, and I'll get you your VIP sub. If you're already a golden ticket sub, we'll give you a 30-day extension. So congrats. Get some rocket emojis in the chat. All right, okay, are we ready for the next giveaway? You got my wheel showing there, golden ticket?
Yeah, your wheel is showing.
Okay, so we're gonna spin this wheel 3 times. Each winner on this wheel will win $50 in Shilly Bar each. All right, so you can see there's not that many people on the wheel, so everyone here has a pretty good chance of winning So, all right, I am ready. I'm about to click it. Woo! All right. We have our first winner, Batterboy29 on Twitter. I'm going to, so me, Madam Blueberry on Twitter, my official account, I'm going to follow you just to make sure, you know, we get the prize money to the exact person that won this. I have you on Twitter. So I'm going to follow you and then you can DM me on Twitter, right, to claim your money, your Shilly bar. So congratulations. All right, we got 2 more spins.
Congratulations, guys, and thank you.
Yep. All right, next one. Same thing. This is a Twitter username. So go ahead. I will follow you right now. Right after this, I'll follow you on Twitter. Make sure get the prize money to the exact person that won this. And yeah. All right. So next one, last one, guys. Throw some prayers up for yourself. $50 in Shilly bar. Oh. Wu-Tang Dan. Oh, that's Wu-Tang. That was a typo on my part. Sorry, Wu-Tang, but we got you on Discord here too, so you can DM me on Discord since you were entered from Discord. So congrats, guys.
Congratulations.
All right, I'm all done here.
All right, hey everybody, we got one more offer for you right here. The next 25 people that go in and buy $10 worth of EarnPay, we're going to match you with Shilly Bar here in our Discord. So all you got to do, go buy $10 worth of EarnPay, post your transaction hash in our token promo room, and we're gonna match that $10 with a SH bar.
Nice.
Yeah, guys, so that's almost like just getting right into this great project that explained what they've got. I mean, these guys have answered the questions. I see a lot of people that are asking the same questions over and over, and I do appreciate your question, but you know, these guys have been here, they've taken their time with us today, and I think they've done a great job of answering generally all of the questions that have been put in the chat. And if not, like I said, we can always get in touch with them through their Discord or through their Telegram. We're going to make sure that everybody in here goes and follows these guys. So if you have any further questions that were not answered by any means, like I said, you can absolutely get in touch with them. But thanks, Charlie Bucket. That's a great offer, man. If you guys don't know, yeah, that's an incredible offer. Like I said, that would be basically the next 10 purchases of EarnPay would be pretty much free if we match it with Shilly Bar here for you. So that's how the Shitcoin Factory works. So let's go and show our support, show them what we're about. Thanks, guys, for coming in and taking the time with us today. You've been real informative. I think you've covered the questions greatly. I just kind of like to sit back and, you know, let you explain what you've got as far as what's going on with the community. Do you feel like there's anything that you that we haven't touched on?
I think you guys have been great. Thanks for giving us a space to cover it. I think that this is definitely helpful. You know, every single time we do an AMA, we always take notes of common questions, and like I said, we're building up our tutorials right now and seeing which ones need to be put out first. So obviously, you know, if any questions need to be answered, feel free to reach out to us on Telegram, DM us on Twitter or anywhere, and we'll answer them, and we'll make sure we get a tutorial out too for everyone else.
All right. And is Discord still fine with you guys? Are you guys going to continue to expand your Discord a little bit?
Yes, we're continuing to expand Discord. We had recently launched Reddit, and we're getting more active on Reddit. Yeah, and then obviously Telegram and Twitter, of course, as well.
Perfect, guys. Well, it's been great on my side. I've definitely enjoyed it. So I really appreciate you coming by. I really look forward to everything that you have to offer. By all means, you know, when V2's here and everything's good to go and everything else, you know, all the new changes are in effect, and you guys want to tell us about your further roadmap, you're always welcome to come back and swing back by and talk to us. Like I said, it's been real informative, and thanks again for stopping by.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Have a good one.